Hello, darlings. You've all heard of Marilyn Monroe. Some of you know Bridget Bardot. Well, now it's time for the Cognac Show. I said cognac, ooh, ooh. I said cognac, ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm your bubbly blonde, fabulously dressed to impress.
Yesterday began like any other day. Students woke up and they headed for class. And soon the day took a dark turn.
I was in the right place at the right time. I was in class.
You're seeing police out with their weapons drawn, students out looking, trying to see what's going on, running out of buildings.
I was one of
Hello,
seven.
darlings. Welcome back. I'm Cognacscorner Lane, and we are here at the Maidstone Arms Inn, and it's the International Hamptons Film Festival, and I'm here with two filmmakers, and they're going to talk about their film. Introduce yourselves to the camera.
Hi, my name is Colin Goddard. I'm actually the subject of the film Living for 32. When I was in college, I was shot 4 times during the shooting at Virginia Tech, and since that day, I've started working for better gun laws to try to stop dangerous people from easily getting their hands on a gun and killing other people. So it was able to turn my story into a film thanks to Kevin Breslin and Maria Cole, and now we're here at the festival.
So is this the first time that you are here at the Hamptons Film Festival?
Yes, hi, my name is Kevin Breslin. I directed Living for 32. Yes, it is. It's a nice festival.
Interesting title, Living for 32. Can you tell my audience why you named it that?
Living for 32, we chose, obviously, to remember the 32 people who were killed at my school nearly 5 years ago. 32 brothers, 32 sisters, 32 parents. But I'm Living for 32 to bring light to the fact that on an average day in this country, there are 32 Americans who are murdered by a gun. That's the Virginia Tech that happens every single day, that goes unnoticed during the general
Unbelievable.
population. So we wanted to take one incident that the whole world knew about to help expose the greater tragedy that happens every single day. And that's why we chose the name Living for 32. Right, you can see what's happening just south of our border in Mexico. There's a horrible level of gun violence there, an epidemic going on right now, and the vast majority of those guns are coming from this country.
From this country?
Yeah.
Wow, wow.
He's been talking about it, the Fast and the Furious. Explain the dangers of it.
Yeah, when we have high-powered military weaponry that we sell to our general public. You can't buy these guns in Mexico, but you can cross the border and buy them here without a background check, without paperwork. That's done very easily. You can bring them right back south.
And this movie, you're hoping to bring awareness to people so that we could stop this, right? I mean, that's what the whole sole purpose is, I'm sure, right?
Well, we've been very lucky with this film. We sold it to Showtime, so it's running on Showtime, and then BBC took it worldwide. And Colin's been blessed. He's gone to 30 or 40 universities across America, and this year it's scheduled for so many more. So by the time he's done, it'll have an enormous positive effect on when you make a documentary. Usually it just gets shown a little bit, but because he's such an advocate,
And he's handsome, too.
handsome, charming, and smart, and he's legitimate, that people actually listen to him.
Yeah,
He's more important to listen to with this.
yeah.
You know, before I got shot, I thought that as long as I lived in a nice area and went to a nice school, that gun violence wasn't going to be something that happened to me. And in my nice area, in my nice school, in my French class, I was nearly killed.
And this was because somebody just walked in the school with the gun.
He had 2 guns that he purchased from the store down the road from our
He
school.
was a student?
He was a student, that's right. A mentally ill
old
student
student.
with a long history that had records that prohibited him from purchasing guns, but something as simple as one agency in Virginia not transferring his record to another agency allowed him to walk into the store, go on the internet, and easily buy 2 guns and kill 32 people and himself.
Virginia Tech to this day is still the largest massacre in America in a single day. However, and you brought it up yourself, if you turn on any Long Island news station, ABC, CBS, Newark, shoot them up every minute. East New York, shoot them up every minute.
I see this on television. They even had something on in New York City, in Brooklyn, in McDonald's. There was the people running outside shooting on the street. Did you see that? About 2 weeks ago that happened.
But we're anesthetized. Yellow crime tape, murder scene at 6. Big deal. It happens every day. And what Colin's doing is, where did the gun come from? How did the shooter get a gun and why? Always through illegitimate means, and he's taking it to gun shows across America. He should be blessed. But more importantly, Colin's taking it in a grassroots way with the Brady organization to universities and high schools and seminars throughout America. I mean, tell me, you've been so active, Colin. It's
Right. I want to talk about this issue to young people. Let them know who the Brady campaign is, what they do. That the fact that, and have people get upset about this and say that, look, this is not something that we have to accept in this country. Look at any other modern industrialized country. They don't kill each other like the fact that we kill each other. And our easy accessibility to guns has a part to do with that. So we're talking about doing something very simple, changing a law to make sure background checks are done on everybody. That's all I'm asking for, background checks. But unfortunately, you have very strong, powerful, money-influencing organizations like the National Rifle Association that makes even something as simple as doing background checks on everybody a non-starter in Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C. So I spend half my time up there talking to politicians, and I spend the other half talking to the people. And I tell you, it's a much more rewarding experience talking to the average person about this issue who get it, rather than the politician who's worried about money.
Yeah, that's the way it is, darling. That's the way it is.
But there are so many murders daily in America, yearly, since the Brady organization started this. How many murders do we have a year? What do you think?
We've had more people killed in our own country from domestic violence and Americans shooting other Americans than we have in all of our wars overseas in the past 40 years.
Oh my God, that's amazing. That's amazing. What can we do as citizens of the United States? What can we do to stop this? What can we do? Can we lobby in Washington?
Well, I mean, obviously talking to your representative is key. You have to engage in the political process, but that's not it. I mean, there is not a lack of things to do. You can write letters in your newspaper. You can tell somebody else who doesn't know about this issue. You can get your faith leader, your pastor, your priest, your rabbi onto a Face United to Prevent Gun Violence. You can make sure your local officials, your mayors, are with Mayor Bloomberg and Mayors Against Legal Guns. I mean, we just need to bound together and say, look, this is unacceptable. This is not something that our country has to accept. This is blood shed on a level that is far beyond anything that's in any other country. And this is particularly an American phenomenon, and it's going to take all of us coming together to stop it.
Well, I thank you for that. And I want you to tell my audience where we can go on the internet to find out more information about this film.
Absolutely. You can check out www.livingfor32.com or thebradycampaign.org and find out information about the film, find out information about the laws, find out information how you can get involved locally and nationally. And I'd encourage everyone to do that and add their voice to my voice, and we can make changes.
Terrific. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Give me a kiss, darling.
Thank you.
Give me a kiss. And we'll be back in a moment, darlings, with more interviews right here at the Hamptons International Film Festival. Keep watching. Pink Champagne Kisses.
Thank you.
And I own Silver Platter Service. We are a wait staffing company. We do a lot of work in the Hamptons, a lot of celebrity events. We supply butlers, bartenders, servers, waiters, captains, cooks, growers.
I love it.
Whatever you need. PlatterServiceInc.com or call 631-589-6999.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen,
waiting for is here.
I have something to tell you.
Hey, set off, set off. 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 Whatever will be, will be. Will be. The future's not our future's not our future's not our future's not.
I believe in the future. I believe in the future. I don't believe in miracles.
Can it be true?
Welcome back. I'm Cognacscorner Lane, and we are here at the Maidstone Arms Inn, and we're here at the Hamptons International Film Festival, and I'm here with this very important actor, Mr. Matthew Modine. He's here to talk about his film,
Yes.
Jesus Was a Commie. What an interesting title. Tell
good,
my
isn't it?
tell my audience what this movie is all about.
Well, it's too difficult to tell you what exactly it's about. It's a purposely provocative title because, you know, here in America, if you put those two words together, it's quite incendiary. But it's the people who have been most offended by the title, the people that most affected positively from having viewed the film. You know, so we should always remember never to judge a book by its cover. But the film is beautiful. It's really beautiful film. Yeah, we debuted at Michael Moore's Film Festival in Traverse City. We won the Founders Prize, and recently played in Oldenburg, Germany, where we won another prize. And I just come now from the Carmel Film Festival. I just got
That must have been beautiful.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Yeah, Clint Eastwood was there, and we had a standing ovation for
When
the
am I
film.
going to see you in a movie directed by Clint Eastwood?
That's a good question. It's a good question for Clint. We have to ask Clint.
You're perfect. You would be perfect in one of his films.
Yeah, I've met Clint a bunch of times for his films, but I never.
Well, we got to get the agent to talk to him, maybe, right?
He's a very nice man, and I think, you know, when it's appropriate, when it's right,
It'll happen. Yeah. My husband's a big fan of Clint Eastwood, by the way. That's my husband filming right now. So this is a very exciting movie. It's getting a lot of press. You're very happy about the results of what's going on?
I am. Yeah, you know, we're living in very precarious times, politically, environmentally, socially. There's a lot of confusion, and so that's what this film is really tackling. I wrote and directed the film with a friend of mine, Terrence Ziegler, and it follows this character, John Doe, around Manhattan while he's trying to come to peace with his thoughts, trying to understand the circumstances of life in not just America but in the world. And so I visit all of our important institutions in New York City, the New York Public Library, the Museum of Natural History, the Metropolitan.
You did a lot of research.
Yeah, trying to understand what communism means, trying to understand some of the things that Jesus is supposed to have said. And, you know, it's an interesting film. It's a really beautiful film.
I can't wait to see it, and I want my audience to go see it. Tell my audience, where can we go to find out more information about this film? Does it have a website?
It does have a website. Jesus Was a Commie Film. Jesus Was a Commie Film.
Spell it.
Jesus Was a Commie. JESUSWASAFILM. I did that. FILM page. Jesus Was a Commie Facebook page, where you can follow it, like it, and you'll be able to know where it's playing and when it's playing.
Okay, tell me, where can we go to find out more about you? You have a Facebook page? Website?
I do have a Facebook page, yeah.
Matthew Modine.
Yeah. You can follow me on Twitter.
I will, Don. I'm going to become your Facebook friend.
Nice to see you.
Now we're buddies. We've been interviewed twice already. And we'll be back in a moment, darlings, with more interviews right here at the Maidstone Arms Inn at the Hamptons International Film Festival. Keep watching. Pig Champagne Kisses.
Fantasy dress to impress. One of a kind girl. It's been a Crybaby Productions, darlings.